little snot. I love how nosy horses are. So nosy. Gonna come and put your snotty nose all over everything.
Okay, I'm doing what the old people call turning the land over. This blade here is a one-sided blade. And I put my wheel in this furrow here, and it throws it over. In other words, when I come back around and I pass right here, it's going to throw this dirt over in that furrow. That's what the old people call turning the land over. There's two ways of doing it. The way I'm doing it, because I'm going so forward with it. You come down this side here, and then you come back on the other side. It makes a little levee where you first start. But when you do that, you can come like this, over the end, and come back down the other side. Or, if I'm not going forward in my smaller pastures, wherever I'll start, then I'll just drop back around and keep coming. And I won't plow that side, I'll just do one side at a time. And then throw all your land, whichever side this blade is on, you throw all your land towards that side. For the next year, if you throw it to the right this year, next year you throw it to the left. So what happens is this year you're going this way, the next year you're going that way with your land. That's what they call throwing the land over, turning it all over. Because if you go against this blade, what you do is you make a deep furrow and your land gets off level and you start having ditches in your land. So there's two ways to do that with a one row setup. Okay, I got my land turned over with my button blade is what it's called. Now what I'm doing, I got a 5-foot choppers here, and I'm going to chop it one time. You can see where I already passed on that side compared to this side. And I'll pass that one time, and then I'll get my seeds and whatever I'm going to plant, probably some rhino, some wheat. Fertilizer spreader box and put it out. Then I'll chop it one more time with this, and that'll be my food plot. I'm looking at about 4 acres here. My food plot is for my goats and my sheep. To have some green stuff for the winter. Hopefully we have a winter this year. Last year we done all this and we didn't get the winter, so they can do. Hey! The lion's mane on him. Alright, I took my button plow and I turned my land over to one side, and then I came back with my disc and I roughly chopped it, and then I came back and I broadcasted some 50 pound of wheat, 50 pound of ryegrass, and 100 pound of oats. This is a approximately a 4 acre food plot for my sheep, goat, and horses and deer that'll come out of the wood. And I'm gonna pass lightly with this disc and just kind of cover the seeds, and then that'll be it for this year. This is that 4 acre plot food plot that I planted for my sheep and goats and eventually horses. I seeded this September 29th, and we're October 18th today, so we're in about 18, 19 days, 20 days up in there. It's still too short to put the horses or the sheep, but I can let these goats come in here, and because they spread out and they just nibble here and there. But I'll do that here this year, and I won't cut this. I'm gonna let it grow. I'm gonna let it grow till next winter. And next winter, in September, I'll plow this side. I got another 4 or 5 acres on this side. I'll plow that and do the same thing. And I'll just let them eat right here. I'll let this rest for about a year, and then I'll move around. Next year might be the lot right here behind you. I got another lot over here. I got 4 pads right now, and I'll move them around so the fertilizer, the manure can get spread around. And I don't put no commercial fertilizer. I just let the manure from the animals fertilize the ground, and been pretty lucky with it. This year I planted some oats, 100 pound of oats, 50 pound of wheat, and 50 pound of rye. So I got a total of 200 pounds of seed in this section right here. And as it goes, it's going to get a lot thicker and it's going to get a lot taller. And then as it does that, I'll start letting the other animals in to eat, the horses and the sheep and what have you. But that's it for this year, as far as the cover crop. Okay, this pasture was seeded September the 29th. We're November the 3rd, so it's been a little over a month that it's been seeded, and you can see how good it's done. I hit it lucky. I planted, covered it. We got a rain and a little cool front at the same time. So that mixture done good. I'm starting to turn the sheep loose on it. New experiment with a St. Croix sheep and some males of the St. Croix. I got some Kadakin females and one St. Croix female. The goats here are not doing good. Those Bora goats are just not adapted to this climate, this tropical climate we have in Louisiana. They stay sick, they stay with worms and one thing and another. So I'm easing out of the goats and going into the sheep. These are bred for parasite resistance and worm resistance, and they are hair sheep. They're not wool, they're hair sheep. They're bred for meat. That male you see over there on the far end, he's only about 7 months old, and he already weighs over 100 pounds. So he'll get to over 200 pounds by the time he's full grown. We're going to give that a try and see how we come out living off the land.